Once upon a time, in a small town, there lived a young boy named Alex. He was 12 years old and loved reading books about science and inventions. One day, while exploring his grandfather's dusty attic, Alex found a strange, old book. The title of the book was The Secret of Time Travel. Curious, Alex opened the book and started reading. As he turned the pages, he discovered instructions on how to build a time machine. The idea excited him. He thought, what if I could go back in time, or even see the future? He quickly decided to try building it. For days, Alex gathered old wires, gears, and metal parts. He worked in the garage every afternoon after school. Finally, after a week of hard work, he finished building the time machine. It looked like a small metal box with colorful buttons and a shiny screen. With a deep breath, Alex stepped inside the machine. He pressed a green button labeled Future, and suddenly the room began to spin. Lights flashed, and Alex felt like he was flying through space and time. Then, everything stopped. He opened his eyes and stepped out of the machine. To his surprise, he wasn't in his garage anymore. He was standing in the middle of a busy city, but it didn't look like his town. There were tall buildings made of glass, flying cars, and robots walking beside humans. People were dressed in futuristic clothes, and they had small devices floating next to them, like personal assistant. Alex realized he was in the future. He walked around, amazed by everything he saw. He watched as robots served food in restaurants, and people talked to their floating devices. But suddenly, something caught his eye. A huge screen in the center of the city showed a warning. It said, "Time travel detected. Unknown traveler found." Alex's heart started racing. He knew they were talking about him. He quickly ran back to the time machine, but just before he could press the button to go home, a robot policeman appeared. "You're not supposed to be here," the robot said. "Time travel is forbidden." Alex was scared, but he bravely replied, "I didn't mean to cause trouble. I just wanted to see the future." The robot paused for a moment, then said, "Go back to your time, young traveler, and remember, the future is something we build, not something we steal." Alex quickly pressed the button for home, and once again, the lights flashed and the room spun. When he opened his eyes, he was back in his garage. He let out a sigh of relief. From that day on, Alex never tried time travel again. But he always remembered what the robot said, that the future is something we create, one day at a time. And so, Alex decided to work hard in school and follow his dreams of becoming a great scientist. He knew that someday he might help build the future he saw, but in the right way.